Hello kittens, and welcome to my channel. If you have not been here before, my name is Avery. I am a Holy Fire 2 Reiki Master, medium, shamanic practitioner, intuitive guide, and mindset coach. If you don't know what all of those are, great, stay tuned because through a series of videos I will definitely be breaking down and explaining many of those different what do we call those? Practices. Well as how they can benefit you and how they work, I guess, in general, and why I even got into such practices. Let's get to today's video. I chose to do daily habits that will shift your mindset as well as in return your life, obviously, because if you shift your mindset, you shift your life, the outcome of your life, the quality of your life, all of that. So this is actually something I personally have been struggling with, is remembering to do what I know I need to do in order to show up as my best self. So I thought, what better way than create a video, and I can help you, hold you guys accountable as you can me. I'll do a live YouTube and we can see how we've all done it on holding up to it. I love to share these practices with you and help all of you attain this same amazing feeling. So let's get to it. In this video, we will be going over 5 daily habits. There are so many more that you can find all over and that I will continue to share with you guys. To start, state. And if you don't know what state is, it's state of mind, state of emotion, state of being. How you show up, how do you feel, how do you present yourself, what is your state? And we actually have control of our state, with determining by our physiology. You ever hear that phrase, fake it till you make it? Well, there's actually a lot of truth behind that. We can actually change our emotional state, our mental state, by how we choose to hold our body, how we choose to speak, and how we choose to interact. Scrunch your shoulders over, just like scrunch. Maybe like look to the ground and kind of talk slow. And notice, how does it make you feel? Do you feel excited, happy? Probably not. I feel low energy. However, if you stand up and pull your shoulders back, you probably heard of power stance, it's much like that. Pull your shoulders back, tighten your core, speak exuberantly, even fake some laughs, because the more you can get into it, your body doesn't know the difference. You will actually experience that state of being. Honestly, that's the biggest one to practice daily, and this is, as I said, a huge reminder for myself. Personally, I go out somewhere where I can yell and scream, and I do my incantations with it then, and I move my body, power movements, I stand strong, I walk confident, I walk strong, and I utilize some of these other habits that we're going to get into within my practice of state. And if you watch my other video, it was kind of poorly made. It was a live video about state training. It lightly touches on what I do in that. As I grow and learn on this, I will definitely touch on it again, more in depth. That's the first daily habit. Practice controlling your emotions and your state. Get up and fake it. And something I was just recently reminded by my boyfriend is that it is best to retrain your state and practice your state at least every 2 to 3 hours. Because after 2 to 3 hours, you start to lose that momentum. So it's just a great to bring you back there. So even if you're in the office or something, just stand up, take some deep breaths, and really hold yourself confident. Feel that confidence, embody that confidence, that strength, that joy, whatever you're needing in that moment. Smile. I assure you, if you smile for 5 seconds, you will no longer be fake smiling. You'll start smiling and most likely laughing. Now the second daily habit / practice that I'm going to go over with you actually has to do with creating an anchor or question so that we can help determine how we will show up to our life circumstances rather than reacting to everything around us. Now, to create an anchor, create a question to bring you to a positive place. This is a great one because I definitely personally struggle with road rage. Say you're in traffic and somebody cuts you off or just does something in front of you that pisses you off. And our initial reaction is just like, why? You suck. Why would you do this to me? However, something I've learned, and you might notice, is that the universe literally is always on your side. So although things sometimes feel like the universe is totally against you and your enemy, really there's a lesson or something to be learned in everything. It's all about the perspective and meaning we give the situation. Create this question that'll anchor you back to a positive momentum or a positive place. A couple questions could be, what is great about this? So somebody cuts you off, somebody does something in traffic, pisses you off. What is great about this? Well, what's great about this is, A, I didn't get in an accident. I didn't hit them. B, you know what? I get more time to listen to my music in my car and chill out. Like, why stress over this? Another question you can use is, how is this an opportunity to grow? Someone cuts me off in traffic, initially pisses me off. Breathe. Always breathe. How is this an opportunity to grow? This is an opportunity for me to practice patience, compassion, and grace towards this person I don't know. Plus, if I put myself in their shoes, I'm sure I've done that to people as well. Some great practice in humility. Creating a question that can anchor you back in a moment where you feel triggered, angry, upset, like the world's against you. Just a simple question. Something that you can ask yourself that brings you back to what is great, what is positive, what's happening. Whatever that is for you, I gave you a couple of my examples. Just write it down and create that question. It's an anchor. And then in moments where you feel stressed out or triggered, angry, take a breath and ask that question. Really remind yourself, have it somewhere where you can easily access it, you can easily see it, to really bring you there. And that's habit number 2. Daily habit number 3. And this one's one of my favorite. I preach this to everyone all the time. If you're on my social media, you've probably seen me preach it. And that is practicing gratitude. And practicing gratitude can look different for everyone. Personally, my favorite way that I think is a great beginner and starter way for everybody to practice it is to actually have a journal, something you can write in. And then every night or every morning or in the middle of the day, whatever works for you. Personally, I like writing at night because I feel like it really sets the tone for my sleep and to wake up in a state of gratitude. But whatever works for you, don't let there be an excuse. Cut out the excuse. Be an excuse eliminator and find the time to at least every day write 5 gratitudes. It can be of anything. Typically, I find it works best if it's something I've experienced through my day. So I run through my day and write these 5 gratitudes. But sometimes you have bad days and you can't go into something that beautiful. You know what? I'm grateful I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful I ate today. I'm grateful I'm breathing. It can be that simple. But I'd really suggest that when you write these, actually step into that moment, relive it, let yourself feel it, experience it. What did that feeling feel like? What does it feel like to have a roof over your head? What's the alternative? What if you were living without that roof, and really be grateful for having the roof, Because there's so many people who don't have as many luxuries as us, and I think oftentimes in this fast-paced world, where we're always looking to others and what they have and what we don't have, we forget all that we have. Practice number 4 is practicing presence, and there are a few different ways you can practice presence. You can meditate. These are all kind of, forms of meditation. Just depends. And I think that's where people get caught up, is that there's not only one way to meditate. I used to always think that it was sitting down and clearing my mind, thinking of nothing. Yeah, that doesn't work for me. And a lot of people, I think that's where we get hung up, because we're like, oh wow, I can't clear my mind. What? I can't stop that. So that's the great thing, is there's so many ways to meditate. I personally like guided meditations because I use the voice of who's ever guiding the meditation as an anchor. Sometimes my mind will race off, but I always have that voice to come back to bring me back to whatever our intention is. There's also other ways. Practicing feeling your body and being present in your body. Just really scan through your body, your head. How do you feel? How does your head feel? How does your neck feel? Do you feel tension or pain? Just scanning through your body. I think it's great to do it outdoors. That's my personal favorite, but you can do it wherever you feel best. Wherever you feel most safe, comfortable. If you have a sacred space in your house. But feel like your feet. What does it feel like? What are you standing on? Do you feel grounded? Do you feel anxious? Where's the anxiety? Where are you experiencing that? And this is a really great way to practice presence, as well as another way is to look around you and notice 10 things you've never noticed before in that space. Maybe it's, I didn't notice I have this door open on my utility box thing over here that I don't know why that's open. And I really need to wipe the dust off my dresser next to me. So really noticing 10 things that are around you you've never seen before really bring you to your presence. Gratitude and presence go hand in hand for me. Personally, my way of doing it is I like to wake up with the sunrise and I go on a walk. I don't be on my phone. I mean, if you're on my Instagram, you see I do post a video once I get to the park. But I walk 3 miles. And along those 3 miles, I just really practice taking in all that is around me. I practice feeling my body, walking strong. It's a mixture of my state, my gratitude, my presence, and to me, I get to hit it all at once. I do my incantations, I hold my body strong, I think about the next practice I'm going to give you, and really bring it all into one practice. But as I said, with most of these, you need to hit them at least every 2 to 3 hours through your day to maintain. And that's what I've noticed. If I don't consistently hit my practices even throughout the day, I'll be like, oh, I'm having a great day. And then, life will throw me a challenge or a curveball. And the next thing you know, I'm just like, oh, life, why? And I'm out of control and I'm whining and complaining and acting like a victim, which I am not a victim. And neither are any of you. None of us are victims. We all can be victors. It is within us to choose that outcome by taking action, which we are here to do. So, habit number 4, back on topic, is practicing presence. I will share some of my favorite, there's a YouTube guy who does hypnosis and meditation that I love. His name's Michael Sealey. I'll share him in the description down below. I love the app Headspace. Daily habit number 5 is to visualize. This is also another form of meditation in a sense. That is to visualize yourself living your best life. If there was no fear, no worry of money, no objects, limitations, nothing in your way, what would it look like? What would your life look like? If you could be anything, do anything, how would you dress? Where would you live? What would you do? How would you treat others? Just really sit down and experience this within yourself and let yourself play with. Don't let there be any limiting belief or thought on it, because it's just your creation in your mind right now. And once you've really created this ideal vision of yourself, whatever you want, it's your creation. Sit down and write that out. And then tap into that every day. And it'll really help you take steps then to move towards that life. Even your subconscious will just gravitate more towards making decisions that take you towards that life now that you are creating, you are painting, you are visualizing, and letting yourself step into every day. And that's the beauty of all 5 of these habits, is that you can combine them, like I said, into one practice. And yes, you still need to hit them every 2 to 3 hours, at least one of the habits. It doesn't have to be all of them. But that's why I like to start my morning by hitting all of them at once. I go on my walk, I watch the sunrise, I practice presence and gratitude in that moment. I do my incantations of my ideal version of myself. I see me as her, I walk as her, I hold my state, I talk, I be exuberant, I be loud, I be playful. Everything I believe embodies my highest and best self, the person I am working towards and moving towards every day. I would love for us to hold each other accountable. Leave a comment, even if you can only practice one. Start with one. It doesn't matter. Pick one and go for it. And let me know. I'm going to do an update. We'll do a live video, and I will check in. I'll see how you've done. I'll let you know how I've done. And I'm going to be honest. Lately, I have not been the best at this. Pick one. Put it in the comments. If you're going to do all 5, let me know. Don't be too overambitious and burn yourself out. It's better to stick with one. I don't have an outro. This is the outro. That's it. Is it recording? I don't know if it's